Testing, testing, 1, 2. Can you hear me? Greetings, this is TK Trav, aka Travis Magus, here with LVX777. So just to catch you up here, number one, this video is going to be pretty short, maybe about 15 minutes maximum. Number two, I just tried to live stream and give this in-depth explanation of the topic here, but yeah, technical difficulties. It is what it is. I think that was a little bit too much sauce, so we're going to tone it down just a bit. I'm going to get right to it, and those of you who are on the level will understand. Those of you who are like new, maybe you won't, hopefully you will. But this is a message that I would like to deliver, and I think that it's relevant, honestly. So many people think that they're cursed, so many people think that they're blocked, and that they've got bad luck, bad karma, etc., etc. First and foremost, number one, tell me if it's skipping. Number two, tell me if the audio is clear. Tell me if the background music is too loud. Let me know before I go in. D-Night, peace. Mukta KSB, peace. I am Whole E, we bike. You from the south. May love, peace. MC Maestro, I see you. Can hear you and the soft Halo theme. Why it's gotta be soft? Well, Trent, peace, brother. Peace. You just got off. So hey, maybe this was delayed because you needed this. All right. Anthony Footman, peace, peace. Sunshine Chick, blessing. All right. Framestar Films, peace, my brother. Lisa, how did you get that name on YouTube? You'd think by now someone would have claimed that name, unless you were the first person. In either way, peace. Maria Magdalene, good to see you. Gerald Correas, okay, thank you for letting me know. Alright, so yeah, if you were here for the previous one, you know that I was talking about the different planes of existence. So at the very top we've got the Akash, well, at the very top we've got your soul, which doesn't exist within this plane whatsoever. Let me just make the chat visible so I can see if anyone has any questions, concerns, or comments. It's all good. I don't mind if it's soft, hard, whatever. All good. Given the context, that's what matters. Okay, so like I was saying in the previous attempt, we've got these different densities of existence. So at the very top, we've got your soul. The soul does not exist within the material plane. The material plane, as it comes into proximity with the soul, it begins to change. It begins to terraform in accordance with the soul. Look, the soul, what it actually is so powerful that it changes matter. Get that through your head. Understand, the soul, what it actually is so powerful. Just coming into contact with matter causes matter to change. So that change can be roughly placed into a 5-step process. This is what the 5 elements actually represent. So what happens is, as soon as the soul comes into proximity with matter, the first change that happens is this up-down process. This is where we get the 3 gunas: Rajas, Tamas, and Sattva. Rajas being the upward climb, Tamas being the downward descent, Sattva being the equilibrium between the two. This is what we know of as Om. Om is that primal oscillation before any designation can be placed upon it. It's not anything specific. Om is not this or that. Om is literally pure vibration. And when you chant Om, when you focus and meditate on Om, not only are you giving respect to that which created everything, you're also tapping into the underlying essence of existence. Now, I mentioned that there were other layers of density. We talked before about the DVD player. At the Akashic level, you got the DVD player, or excuse me, you got the DVD within the case. Now, the whole movie is contained on the DVD. When you put that DVD within the DVD player, you have to watch the movie 1 second at a time. So that's taking that DVD and placing it down into the physical plane. The physical plane, it vibrates at a certain frequency. That's what we call time. 24 hours a day, 60 minutes in an hour, right? 60 seconds per minute. That's a frequency. That's a description of a frequency. That's what our conscious mind is tuned into. So in order for us to watch a DVD, it has to be tuned into that very same frequency, right? So try to imagine if we were able to speed up that DVD so that it would go faster and faster and faster. Those faster rates of play would be a good representation of what life or existence is like on the etheric plane, astral plane, mental plane, and so on. But to really consider the mental plane, you'd have to think of the DVD playing so fast that the whole movie completes in a second, and you've got it on repeat. The only thing really faster than that is if the DVD was just as it is in the case, and you could happen to see the whole movie just by looking at it. That's what the Akashic Record is. Now, what I wanted to say about hexes and curses and all that stuff is this. Allure, peace, peace. We grow natural, peace. What I wanted to say was this. Within what we call the personality, within what we call the conscious mind, within what we call the self, is a collection of algorithms, okay? So, here you are again. Now this is your ego. This is your personality. This is what you think you are. This is what you cling to. This is what you attach to. What you actually are is not a thing, but a collection of things. Alright, so imagine what we actually call your ego, your personality, is a collection of loops and cycles. So here's your loop and cycle of you getting triggered every time someone calls you a weird name. Here's a loop and cycle of you knowing that you are confident and proud and happy. Here's a loop of you, I don't know, just whatever. These are different loops of your daily experience, right? I know when it's time to play Fortnite. I get a feeling, I cut on the game, I play for hours, I have a good time, then I go to sleep. I know when it's time to eat. I have a feeling, I'll go into the kitchen or I'll place an order, and when it manifests, I'll chew it up, swallow it, and be satisfied. I know when it's time to sleep, right? I know when it's time to get on YouTube. I know when it's time to read a book. I know when it's time to produce content. We have a collection of behaviors that are associated with states. These different collections of states, these collections of loops, this is what makes our reality. This is what we think we are. We call it a personality. We say this is who we are. But in truth, understand that there are very, very many loops that make up who you are. So when we talk about the algorithm, whatever, the algorithm or the code is like da 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 da, this happens and then this will happen. Da 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 da, this happens and this will happen. Da 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 da, this happens and this will happen. Da 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 da, this happens and this will happen. And so on and so forth. That's the algorithm of your existence. This is who you are as a person. Atropa, peace. Unicorn Universe, peace. Let me know if you follow. Let me know if you follow, or let me know if anyone is like not following. I think this is pretty simple, and I'm trying to make it as simple as possible. Because it's really a lot more complex than this, but let me know. So if you can think of every characteristic that you have and every quality that you have as a person, it can be squeezed into a loop. And this is your life. You're following loops. You're following loops. Everybody is doing this. Now, some people, they cannot think outside of their loops. Some people cannot think outside of their loops. They're literally bound and contained to their loops. This is what karma is. At some point, these loops began. They started. Right? You didn't sit here and cause all these loops. Some of them were inherited, whether biological, whether emotional, mental, or even spiritual. Right? If you're on this channel and you're drawn to like understanding the mental side of the spiritual realm, that's something that has been a part of you at a level beyond the physical. Okay? But it's still a loop. There's so many different loops. Unicorn Universe says, I want to be loopless. Well, in order to be loopless, then you need to get rid of that physical body. And you need to get rid of that astral body. And you need to get rid of that mental body. Stop trying to run away from this. Start trying to understand this. All right? It's not about, I don't want to come back to this plane. It's not about, I want to get rid of my ego. Just understand what you're working with. That's how you get out of it. Not by running from it. Don't run. Don't run from it. Now, you got all these loops that are happening. Some of them have been inherited from previous lives and from previous experience. Now, here's the thing. Your life is a collection of loops. That's the algorithm. Most of them are autopilot. That's why when you wake up, you do a certain thing, then you do a certain thing, then you do a certain thing. If this, that, or a third happens, you got about 3 options that you're going to pick. Your whole life can be literally mapped out. Bam. Now here's what happens when somebody curses you or hexes you. This is when we're going to assume that you actually have been hexed by a competent magician or sorcerer. Most people are stupid and they don't understand what the fuck they're doing. So if somebody's like, oh, I don't like you, I'm going to curse you. They're not, you don't need to worry about that. But let's assume you've actually been cursed by somebody who knows what they're doing. So what happens is that they're going to raise their level of awareness to, I mean, at least the mental plane. And they're going to find an appropriate algorithm to cause an appropriate effect in your life. So they're going to find a certain loop, and they're going to use their power of linking their correspondence to your reality, whether it's with a picture of you, some of your hair, or if they're bad enough, just thinking about you. And they're going to be able to add a new algorithm to your life. Now what's going to happen is, now that this algorithm has been added to your life, you're going to start feeling the effects of that algorithm, and you're going to be confused. You're not going to know where it's coming from, and eventually it's going to play its part. It's going to do what it's supposed to do. Now here's the thing. If you're like me, that doesn't matter. I don't give a damn. There's nobody who can hex me and expect to win. Fuck all that. Because here's what I understand. All these algorithms that are a part of your existence, at the end of the day, you determine what the outcome is. So if you let it roll out as someone else has defined it for you, and you allow them to put fear in your heart, that's what it's going to become. For example, I say this all the time. When you get on a roller coaster, you start to feel butterflies in your stomach. You start to feel nervous, sweaty palms. Oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. But also, when you meet someone that you're attracted to for the first time, or when you step on the stage for the first time or get that new job, it's the same exact feeling. Whether you're excited or you're nervous, it's the same feeling. But it's determined on how you label it. It's determined by how you label it is what the effect is going to be. Likewise, if someone manages to add or influence you to add a new algorithm to your existence, based on your mental framework, is how you're going to allow that loop to play out in your life. Now, what I like to do is I like to make this work for my benefit. No matter how bad it is, I'm going to use it to make me stronger. Do you get what I'm saying? So look, if you feel like, oh, I'm hexed, oh, I'm cursed, oh, my mom and all my family, they're out to get me. Look, take that algorithm and make it work for you. Stop crying about it. Make it work. If you sit here crying about it, fussing and complaining, you're going to get what they want you to get. But if you call yourself a magus, magician, whatever, take that algorithm and make it work for you. It's literally as simple as that. So don't come to me with no I've been cursed. Don't come to me with no help. The Freemasons and the Illuminati want me. Don't come to me with none of that. Because I'm going to tell you this. Make it work for you. Absorb it. Transmute it. Reframe it. I've been doing this for a long time. It works. If you think that if somebody curses you and now you got to suffer and fight and all that, what? You're doing that to yourself. Take these different patterns, right? And make them work for you. And while you're at it, you haven't been cursed. Nobody cursed you. Take your algorithms and your karma and make it all work for you. This is how you absolve it. Find a way to stack it towards your spiritual evolution. And stop being scared. Stop being scared. If anybody did not understand what I said, please let me know in the chat. That's really what I was trying to say, but I had technical difficulties before, and I was delayed slightly. No matter what anyone throws at you, you literally have the power to transmute it into something beneficial. Stop crying, stop complaining, stop. It's too late for that. You're too old for that. You're too advanced for that. Leave that to the NPCs. If I hurt your feelings, maybe you're in the wrong place. Maybe you're in the wrong place. But ultimately, we're done with like this fear stuff. Like, we gotta put that shit aside. If we're going to advance in the direction that we're trying to advance into, we have to learn to take control of the framework that we see reality through. No matter what's thrown at you, make it work. Make it work. Alright, so that's what I had to say. Mariah Magdalene says, would that be like seeing the positive in any situation? Yeah, that's a great way to do it. Nomadic says, how about music during this process? Whatever gets you into the state of mind that enables you to be the version of yourself that's able to transmute this, go for it. Go for it. I use music as well, as you can hear. L Inky says, this is beginner level, but I appreciate it, fam. Well, if it's beginner level, what you doing here? But, you know, good on you. Framestar Film says, know thyself in order to control and protect thyself from doubt. Exactly. Doubt is what kills your progress. Doubt is what kills your progress. So many people have this feeling that they're being halted or stopped or hurt by some outside force. Like, it doesn't matter. Even if, so what? Transmute that. That's what we've been talking about from the Kabbalion. transmute it. Make it work for you. Unicorn Universe says Sigur Rós gets me there. Yeah, good stuff. I Am Infinite Being says, so karma is basically our bad habits. You can think of it that way, but karma is not just bad. Think of what I said. Karma represents all the cycles and loops that create what you call a personality. Karma represents all the cycles and loops that represent what you call a personality. All of it. Good or bad. T. Fowler says, now imagine applying that idea down to everything, even physical. Exactly. Gerald Tombright says, there's always a solution. It's you who perpetuates the effects of said curse. Bingo. What I learned a long time ago is 75% of the curse is letting the other person know that they're cursed. Think about that. Yep. Yep. So look, nothing in this reality can hold you back. Nothing in this reality will hold you back. The only thing that's going to hold you back is you letting yourself be held back. There's a lot of people who don't like me. And there's probably people who don't like you. Smile and keep going. It doesn't matter what they throw at you. It doesn't matter what you think they're throwing at you. In the very rare and odd chance that they do throw something at you, take it, receive it, and transmute it. That's what I do. I don't sit here online and have battles back and forth with people. Why would I give you this shine? No. I'm going to take that energy because energy is raw. And depending on how you label it, depends on the effect that it has on you. So just like I said, that same anxiety that you feel going up a roller coaster is the same anxiety you feel before you open up your gift on your birthday or for Christmas. The same anxiety you feel before you meet that beautiful person that you had a crush on for so long. It's just raw emotion. Transmute it. All right, so that's it. I'm trying to make this quick because a lot of time was kind of burnt up on my technical difficulties. Let me know if y'all understood what I said. Let me know if this was helpful. I'm getting to the point where a lot of the meetings that I'm having every day are getting stabilized. So I'm getting a lot more of my free time back, which means that I'm getting back to the book readings. If you have not read chapter 13 of Mystical Kabbalah by now, pay special attention to verses 4 through 10, because chapter 13, 4 through 10 tells you everything you need to know about magic. Everything you need to know about magic. Whether it's basic level, like homie said, or advanced level, it tells you everything you need to know about magic. It's about an understanding of your subjective reality and your objective reality, and the symbolism that connects it all. One sec. Yes, Lord. Yes, Lord. All right. So, again, it's my best hope that everything came clear. And like I said, what your personality is. Uh-oh. Here we go. Your personality is composed of so many different loops and algorithms. Likewise, what you call your karma is a collection of loops and algorithms that have been playing out from your previous life to now. Now, if somebody curses you or hexes you, or if you feel like you have bad luck, that is simply an algorithm that has been introduced into your string of code. Even though something foreign has been introduced into your string of code, just like a computer that might download a virus, that's not the end of the world, especially if you have antivirus, especially if you have some type of protection against that. Now, not just looking at the negative, let's look at the positive too. If you're doing your mantras on a daily basis, if you're doing your rituals on a daily basis, you're adding different types of algorithms to your personality, right? Mantras, rituals, banishing rituals, meditations. You're adding different types of algorithms to your personality. Now, this is going to have the positive effect of neutralizing many different aspects of karma on many different levels: physical, etheric, astral, mental, spiritual. This is the importance of being consistent with your work. So even though you're meditating and you're doing your mantras and you don't feel like anything's happening, it's not about right now. You're dealing with something bigger, something more profound. So stay consistent. Stay consistent. It's not about feeling good right now. It's about a discipline. You are raw energy expressing itself through a flesh body. And without discipline, you're no different from any of the other animals. So what discipline does is it helps you to learn that there is an aspect of yourself that is greater than this animal body. Most people don't know that. We can say it all day, but most people don't know that there's an aspect of self that's greater than the animal body. So one of the ways to come to know that self is through discipline and consistency. Matthew Watson, you know what time it is. Muta KSB says, how about a return to sender spell? Or would that be similar to adding the effects on yourself? Well, that's the thing. Like, I don't give a damn who sent it to me. I'm going to be grateful that they sent me this raw energy, and I'm going to add it to my vast database. Why are you so concerned about protecting yourself from some funky half-assed magician? Take what they're giving you and turn it into something that you can use. Like, this is what I'm saying. Like, you've never heard me talk about no protection spells. You never heard me talk about none of that stuff. Give me what you got. Because I understand it's all just raw energy. It's all just raw energy. You can tell me you cursed me, but I'm going to reframe it into something else. And because I've reframed it into something else, I'm going to receive what you sent differently. Just like if I give you, if I send you in the mail some lingerie, you can choose to be offended or you can choose to be grateful. If you're offended, you're going to get mad, you're going to tell all your friends, and you're going to have this whole different story play out. If you're grateful, you're going to wear it, you're going to look at yourself in the mirror and have a great day. Same thing was sent to you, but two different outcomes. You get what I'm saying? It's no different. It's no different. So ain't no return to sender spell. I don't care who sent it to me. Whatever you sent to me, Even if it starts to work, I'm still gonna use it to my benefit. Catch my drift. I Am Infinite Being says, what if we struggle with both discipline and consistency? Practice, just practice. Practice. There's no skill that you're proud of that you just learned instantly. Work at it, work at it, work at it. It may take you 5 years. Work at it. It's okay. You're not gonna be an expert all of a sudden. Set your mind to it. Forget about how long it's gonna take. Just do it. Petty Midnight Gospels. Okay, that wasn't for me. That was for Hecate. Framestar Film says, flush the pollution from your waters with laughter. That's another thing. Like, don't take this stuff too serious. I don't care how spooky and deep you look on the internet. You gotta go take a shit and wipe your ass just like me. You can look spooky and deep and put pictures of vampires and all that other stuff. I can do that too. But at the end, the middle, and the beginning of the day, you gotta pay rent. So why am I scared of you? You gotta pay rent just like me. Hell, you probably gotta pay more rent than I do. You might be living. Let me stop. Matthew Watson says, gotta be Shang Tsung with that energy and gain their powers and talents. Right. They sent a lot of spice your way. Take it and use it. Now, it is a skill. It does have to be learned, right? But at least get started with learning it. Because if you're somebody who's always getting into trouble, maybe you need this skill. But what we're not gonna do is sit here and be paranoid and scared and running around talking about, oh my God, I've been cursed and they're doing this to me and they're doing that to me. Your mission is stronger than that. Your mission is bigger than that. Unless, of course, it's not. What's up, Stuffed Dog? Peace. Shango Ray TV. Peace, my friend. Peace. Now again, and Nomadic says karma would be the unconscious part of sleep, right? And dogma is unconscious. Yes, absolutely. And I would also recommend that you read verses 4 through 10 of the Mystical Kabbalah, chapter 13, where she does mention that. And one of the key things that she mentions, I believe it was verse 4, was that it doesn't matter about your conscious contemplation on this information. Anybody can sit here and repeat something that they read. That's not deep. What makes it deep is when you take this stuff into meditation, when you sit with it, when you explore it with the abstract mind. That's when it becomes real. Stuffed Dog says, because they fall for every eye bat a woman gives, they have no control over themselves. But I use the energy women give me to build myself up. I have a queen, but I can't stop my animal magnetism. Right. There are definitely allures and magnetism of, people who are attracted to you. But just because someone's attracted to you and you're attracted to them doesn't mean anything has to happen. play with it. Send that energy back and forth and see what you can build with it. See if you can have self-control there. You know, a lot of people have work wives and work hubbies. That doesn't mean you have to cheat on your spouse or your girlfriend or boyfriend. Play it back and forth and see what you can build out of that. You guys might be able to work on a project that might get you both raises. Atropa says, Travis, I like your style better. You don't get caught up in drama. You just keep learning and growing. Right. You know, I've had my fair share of people who had drama with me, but I don't have time for that. I got a Death Star to build. Not really. All right. This is good. I'm going to continue. I'm going to keep going. A lot of people are asking, what's the song? I'll post the link, but I'm not going to say the title. But I'll post the link. Give me just a second. I'm going to post the link, and then I'm out. I make myself laugh, mainly because I'm funny. Come on. Maybe I can post it with my phone. That'll be a better idea. All right. So I'm going to post the link to this music that I'm playing, and then I'm out. I've got this playlist with my with a student of mine. It's called Villain Vibes, and it's nothing but villain music, not that mainstream shit. But if you're interested in this particular track, shit. Here we go. Caesar, peace. Here we go. Yo, Micah says Death Star building type beat. Right. Okay. So yeah, like I said, if you feel like you're being cursed or you're under a spiritual attack or somebody's throwing bad vibes at you or whatever, stop panicking and getting scared. Welcome it. You're expected to resist. You're expected to fight back. That's what makes it stronger. Welcome it. Even if so what? What are you attacking? Because whatever you think you're attacking is not what I am or who I am. You're attacking your personal image of me, your personal version of me. That's not the real me. You're attacking a decoy. And honestly, if you're good, you can flip it around because you're attacking yourself. But ultimately, if you're sending energy my way, I'm going to take it, I'm going to transmute it, and I'm going to add it to what I'm doing. And I suggest you do the same. Because if you don't do this, what's the alternative? Now you're going back and forth, and instead of working on your rituals to better yourself, now you're spending your time doing little rituals and magical attacks against somebody that you think is your enemy. I've been there. I was going back and forth with people before. Yeah, I've done it too. And it's stupid. It didn't really, all it did was teach me this lesson, that it's a waste of time. It doesn't add to my development. Whoever those individuals are, they're paying tribute to someone who they feel is superior to them. Let them do it. Let them do it and give gratitude. That's my message tonight. And also, read Mystical Kabbalah, chapter 13, pay special attention to verses 4 through 10. Because there, she really gives you everything that you need to know. Like, seriously. Okay, all right. So I'm about to head out now. Stuffed Dog says, hell yeah, Straight Panther. I got a shirt that says, I am all the Sith. And it has Vader, Palpatine, Maul, and Ren on it. It's on Amazon. I saw that shirt today. And like, it's got all their faces like the Death Row album CD cover. That's wild that you mentioned that. So now I'm going to think about that metaphor. Whenever you have synchronicities, don't just stop and say, oh my God, I thought of that too. Think of the metaphor. What's Spirit trying to tell you there? Supreme Laughter says, sometimes I feel like I'm being hexed by my family. What should I do? I just came here. Take it, welcome it, and turn it into something else. Turn it into something else. Stop sitting there crying about it. Oh my God, I'm being hexed. That doesn't help you. Take that raw energy, turn it into something else. How do you turn it into something else? You reframe the label that you place on it. Are they hexing you, or are they just paying you special attention? And what do you do with special attention? You make it work. Come on, y'all. Let's stop this. That's old. That's like the last 2 decades, 3 decades, 4 decades. We're not doing this back and forth spiritual battle stuff. We're above that. You're not at war with NPCs. Are you at war with NPCs? At war with NPCs, man. $11.11. Hell yeah, $11.11. Mariah Magdalene says, speaking of synchronicities, what led you to do this live? Honestly, I was in meditation and I saw a vision of like all the algorithms that made my personality. And then I would think about hexes and curses, and I realized like, whoa, these are just like viruses and other pieces of code that have been injected into the matrix. The way I see this is a lot like a computer program, and that might be because I have a background in computer science. So whenever I think about reality, I do think of it as like a string of code running, just running. And the string of code is like all your habits and all your behavior patterns and all your memories. Now, when we get to like spiritual stuff, that's when like there's deep code that you didn't notice. Or when someone does some magic towards you, positive or negative, that's like a new line of code added to the code that's already running. So even though there's new information and new data added to your system, that in itself doesn't really mean anything. The end result is what you make of that code. If your system is robust enough, you can take that new information and allow it to upgrade your system. But if your system is not robust enough, then that new code can very likely start to damage what you have. That's what led me to this. Written in Clay says, NPC can't even see me no more. Stray Panther says, I remind myself daily I am arguing with NPCs. I'm not arguing with no NPCs. No. Mayor, peace. All right, so that was that. I'm about to head on out. I think I delivered what it was intended to be delivered. I hope you received it. Stop being so damn scared. You're not hexed or cursed. Turn it into something good. turn everything into something that works for you. If you got enemies and problems and all that other stuff, it's based on how you've structured your reality. So that's a good thing. That means you just need to make a new structure. That's it. Do your thing. Supreme Laughter says, a lot of bad things have been happening, like I've been trying to apply for jobs, but nothing's been working, and I feel like they're silently laughing at me. Any advice, please? First of all, how do you know that anyone is silently laughing at you? Second of all, even if so what? Even if they're silently laughing at you, so what? Let them laugh. They have a right to. It's like, it's America. It's life. They can do what they want. Let them laugh. Okay? But secondly, like, try to expand your vision here. Expand your vision. It's not that nothing's working out. Nothing's working out right now because you probably feel like you need a job right now to do something right now. Expand that vision to not just right now, but the last 2 years and the next 2 years. Maybe you're being protected from jumping into something that you're gonna hate, right? Maybe you're being protected from getting involved with people that are going to be destructive to you. Maybe your higher self understands your situation and is guiding you towards a better situation that's going to benefit you. But if your vision is all tight and jammed up into right now and, oh my God, I got to get it now or else, yeah, it's going to seem like nothing's working for you. Expand yourself. Nobody's laughing at you. And even if they were, fuck them. Who cares? Like, what if I laughed at you right now on this live stream? Is that the end of your world? I hope not. You should laugh back. Don't take this stuff so seriously. Like, yeah, I know a lot of stuff is at stake, but this ain't the end of the world. Expand your vision. There's more to it. And I can say this because I've been in that position, man. I've been there. And I took it too seriously. And I was all worked up and anxious. But looking back at it now, I see that that period of my life was necessary. I spent a whole job. Listen, man, I was ashamed and embarrassed, right? I lived with my baby mama for a year and I got fired. And for a whole year, I couldn't pay any bills because I couldn't find any jobs. I kept applying and nobody accepted me. She had to pay the bills and I felt like crap. I'm not somebody that just sits down and mooches off of somebody, right? I felt worthless because I'm sitting here letting the girl that I'm supposed to support pay for me. That felt terrible. But looking back in hindsight, I understood why that needed to happen for me, right? So expand your vision. Expand your vision. It's not just about right now. Find how this is helping you grow. Let me know if you understood what I said. Supreme Laughter. Phoenix Wolfette, peace. Chelsea Bangs, peace. Mariah Magdalene says this live was very beneficial. It was needed for a lot of people. Awesome, awesome. All right, Supreme Laughter, awesome. He says, I understand. Yo, Trav, thanks, love you, bro. Awesome. Like I said, like, I'm not just talking shit. Like, I never just sit up here and talk about something that I had a wild, funky idea. Like, everything I say is stuff that I've been through, I've tested. Like, you can win in life. You can win. Like, I'm not a millionaire yet, but I am already. And it's more than just money. It's freedom. It's power. It's the ability to do and be what you want when you want. Whatever it is that you want, make it clear and go there already. And understand that when you go there already, there's algorithms and patterns associated with that lifestyle. So the sooner you incorporate those algorithms and patterns that are associated with the lifestyle that you want, the sooner you incorporate those algorithms, the sooner they begin to make changes in your physical life. Y'all don't understand how easy this stuff is. Easy. Ain't no reason to struggle. You don't have to suffer. You don't have to suffer. You don't have to suffer. You can win. But you got to get your construct solid. Get rid of all negativity, all doubt, all fear. There's no place for that. Focus on where you want to be. That's how you do it. And you can do it, starting right now. Yeah, you're gonna have fearful thoughts, paranoid thoughts. They're gonna come up. It's not about like obliterating them. It's about knowing how to handle them. When those thoughts come up, you don't entertain them. The same way that if somebody comes up trying to waste your time or try to piss you off or annoy you or whatever, and you know their tactics, you're not gonna sit there and entertain them, are you? No, you're gonna leave the situation, not even allow them in your space. Likewise, when something triggers you to have negative thoughts and negative feelings, you don't entertain it, you go do something else. All right, for real though, I'm gonna leave now. Queen B says, Travis, I was dreaming and something said to me, remember the 396. Don't know what that means, but when I add up my date of birth, it all adds up to 3, 6, and 9. Well, there you go. That's the answer. You are that number. Remember yourself. Remember the core essence of yourself. Think about the metaphors here. It's not super deep. Connect the dots and then know what to do next. We Grow Natural says you came at the right time, Trav. Awesome. Awesome. All right. All right, that's it. I'm out. I'm leaving. I hope that this was beneficial. I hope that you got your time worth well spent, because this message was for me, but it was also for somebody else. So I had the impulse to get online and share this message. I'm looking forward to getting back to the Sunday live streams and the book reads. Like I said, the hundreds of consultations that I've been doing are starting to come to a close, which means that I'm starting to have more free time to get back on the book reads. So it's not over. I found out last night that I needed to go through this experience to understand the study better. I've got to work with people to understand people. I have to. I've got to work with people and understand like everyday situations and what some people are going through on a daily basis in order to understand the world at large. Because like I said last night and many other times, we're dealing with a hologram. Reality is a hologram. Every single person is a reflection of me. Every single person is a reflection of you. Every situation, every moment of time is a reflection of eternity. So if you learn how to see eternity within every moment in time, learn how to see yourself in every person, you start behaving differently. But it's more than just thinking that. You got to come to experience that. So I see that me going through these consultations is really giving me a real experience of just how alike so many of y'all are to myself and to each other. And man, is that priceless. All right. All right. So I'm proud of you guys. I'm proud of you guys. Keep doing your work. Stay consistent. Stay focused. Keep being the maguses that you are. Because the world has no choice but to do what we tell it to do. I am not the same as the last time you saw me, and you are not the same as the last time I saw you. And that's perfect. Keep your confidence up, because you're going to need it. You're going to need it for where we're going. Ain't got no time for, oh my God, I'm cursed. Ain't got no time for, oh my God, everything's against me. That's dead. Transmute it. Learn the superpower. Trav, when are we going to get our powers? When you listen. That's when. All right. I love you guys. Seriously. Thank you. This is TK Trav, aka Travis Magus, here with LVX777. Find some time to celebrate yourself. I love you guys. Peace.